So by the end of this video, you guys will learn how to swing trade for 2023. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's jump into it. Now, before we jump into how to swing trade, first we have to fully understand what swing trading is. Well, swing trading in simple terms is when you buy a stock, you hold it for more than a day, but less than a year. If you buy and sell during the same trading day, that's considered a day trade. It's a way different strategy, game plan, mindset, all that stuff. Now, if you buy a stock and you hold it for more than a year, that's considered a long-term investment. It's a different tax bracket as well as a different strategy. On average, I hold my swing trades for near and around 2 weeks. Now, the ideal goal of swing trading is obviously to make money, right? That's everyone's goal with trading, but swing trading is a little different. You want to buy on some sort of support line or buy before some sort of fundamental catalyst comes out. And don't worry, a fundamental catalyst could be anything from an earnings to an FDA approval. It's pretty much some sort of news inside the company. Now, for some reason, everybody has this mindset that swing trading or day trading or investing in the stock market is very, very easy to do, and it's pretty much a get-rich-quick scheme. If you came to this video thinking this is a get-rich-quick, leave. Because it's not. Swing trading is just like any other career. You have to put in the time. How long does it take a doctor to become a doctor or an engineer to become an engineer? It takes years and practice and education. Swing trading is the exact same thing, but don't worry, at the end of this video, I break down my plan and my strategy to help you guys. Now, before we jump into the strategy, there is some must needs from you guys. The first thing you guys must need is a broker. A broker is pretty much how you guys can buy and sell stock. I'm sure you guys have heard of companies like Robinhood or Fidelity or Moomoo. Now, all these are fantastic, but I love Moomoo. That's the broker that I use. The reason why is they have good charting, they have good scanning, and they have good news. On top of that, starting out, the most important thing is paper trading. Paper trading is just simulated trading. So instead of putting up your hard-earned cash to practice your swing trades, you can use simulated money or fake money to start practicing and develop a strategy that works well for you. Because a strategy that works well for me may not work well for you. What I did to develop my strategy is just kind of picked bits and pieces from everybody. And don't worry, I'll put a link down below to Moomoo, so if you guys want to sign up, you guys can get a couple of free stock. Now, the second thing you guys must need is a stock scanner. For me, Moomoo has a great one, but if you guys want another one, I would highly recommend Finviz. Finviz is another completely free service that allows people to scan the stock market and put in criteria that works well for you. And stay tuned to the end of this video because I will teach you guys how to find stocks on Finviz. Now, the last and final thing you guys must need for swing trading is education. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard the term, the more you learn, the more you earn. Now, swing trading falls in line with that 100% of the time. You guys are going to be practicing studies, you guys are going to be practicing patterns, pattern recognition, scanning, all that good stuff will help you become a successful trader. I would highly recommend paper trading for at least 6 months to a year before you guys start using your hard-earned cash. And the reason why that is because I want you guys to swing trade in all different types of markets. I want you guys to swing trade in recessions, bull markets. I want you guys to swing trade in consolidating markets, times of risk, times of volatility, virtually everything you guys can think of. I want you guys to swing trade in so you guys become familiar. And when you see that with your hard-earned cash, you're prepared and you can make some educated trades and make money. Now, another thing, everybody just loves to have this mindset that with swing trading, you can just trade any old random stock. That's not the case. You have to have high quality stocks because you could have the best strategy, the best game plan, mindset, all that stuff. But if you're not picking the correct stocks, you will lose money 100% of the time. But let's dive in to how I find stock on Finviz. Let's go. Alrighty, now that we are up and loaded here on Finviz.com, let's break down this entire scanner. So looking at it here, you'll notice we have the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P 500, the top 3 indexes. Now, for day trading, swing trading, you really don't pay attention to this too much, but the first thing I always like to do is go to this groups tab. This group tab is pretty much gives a sector breakdown of sectors that are performing well and sectors that are performing bad. So you'll notice today energy is having a great day, so maybe this is a stock or companies that maybe we want to start our swing trading in because of how well it's performing compared to other sectors. Not to mention, if we go to the week performance, energy is still that top performer. As we continue to scroll down here, you'll notice the 1 month performance. We have healthcare, utilities, and basic materials. Energy is all the way down here, so maybe we're looking at a possible reversal here within the next couple of days for energy starting to get a little more buying pressure. So I always like to just keep this in the back of my mind so I understand what sectors are performing well. The next thing I always do is go to the screener tab. Okay, the screener tab here is going to be your bread and butter. This is going to be how you guys actually find these stocks. So I always go to this all tab. This all tab puts the descriptive, fundamental, and technical all in one place, so you're not actively clicking, between them all. So the first thing I always like to do is go to price, and I want to go pretty much under 20 bucks, right? I want people investing in this. I want, to buy shares that at a very affordable price. So we do need some volume here. Volume is very important with swing trading because you never want to be the only one buying and selling a stock. That's a recipe for disaster. So we're going to go to over 500,000 shares traded, or 500K. You can go over 750K or even over a million if you would like. Now, I always start out with 500K, and you always can adjust. That's the beauty of it. So you'll notice here we still have about 1,300 stock left, and I don't plan on going through 1,300 stocks, so we got to do some more scanning. So we're going to change the relative volume to over 0.5. Now, the relative volume is pretty much just the relative demand for these companies. Is there buying pressure compared to selling pressure? Is there, people interested in looking at the stock, right? So the next thing here is the pattern. Now, the pattern is pretty much just a technical scanner that scans the stock market and looks at stocks on a support line, stocks that are going up, stocks that are going down. So what I always like to do is, I think the top three, scanning things and patterns is trend line support, right in here, trend line support strong. Then we have channel up strong. Then we have horizontal support and resistance strong. I think those three, or those six, really are the best patterns on Finviz, right? Because if we go to channel up strong, you'll notice we only have 3 stock. And the beauty of this is you're looking for stocks that are on an upward trend that have gotten some sell-off down to support line. So something like this does not look super interesting because, yes, we have the upward trend, stock sold off, but immediately got buying pressure. So obviously we would have loved to got in near $8. We kind of missed the move on this one. So we just continue to find stock. I think these ones are all a little too high, given their current price. But a company like BSM, you'll notice we had that beautiful upward trend. If you notice that blue line here, that represents the support line. You'll notice it sold off right to support, and we got that green candlestick, which represents buying pressure. So what I would do now is go to my scanner, or my broker, which right now we're using Finviz, and we're going to type it in, BSM, and we're going to look and analyze this company and see, okay, is this thing worth it? We're going to go to the daily so you guys can see here. It does look like I've looked at this one here in the past. You'll notice we do have some support here at 14, but overall, the beauty of this one is this nice solid upward trend. So there could be some buying pressure start stepping in from 16 to $19 a share, which would be a great swing trade, setting your stop loss at 15. So you're risking about $1 to possibly make 3, which is a 3-to-1 risk and reward, which would be a beautiful swing trade. And this is how you just continue to go through. This is my scanning that I do. I would put this on my watch list 100% of the time. So like I mentioned, we're looking for a stock on an upward trend that has gotten some sell-off down to a support line. You always want to make sure the stock's on an upward trend and not a downward trend, because something like this right? Sellers are in control. Which way and which direction do you think is going to continue? Do you think it's going to somehow get some magic buying pressure and start pushing back up to 22? No, it's going to continue to sell off just because that's the natural tendency of the company. Now, some recent swing trades that I have done is a company on Google. Now, I think we all know what Google is. Google, the reason why here is because you'll notice it had some tendencies to get buying pressure near and around. If we go ahead and we zoom in right here, you'll notice this basic support line is right here at about $105. It got a ton of buying pressure here. So it curled in contact. I bought down here, sold up here. Obviously, I could have made more money if I would have continued to hold, but one thing is when you're up, when you're profitable, and you sell your stock, you never lose money, right? You never lose money. It's always better to take profits early than not take them at all. I could tell you how many times when I first started swing trading where I would continue to hold a trade and watch it turn negative, or me actually lose money when I was up on my money. So now it's grained in my brain that if I'm up and I'm comfortable with my position and my profit, that's just take the profit. So guys, this is how you swing trade. It's all about practice, and the beauty of BSM is make a paper trade on it and see what happens. Continue to analyze, look at these stocks, draw out these support lines here, right? Support, resistance is when we get selling pressure, support is buying pressure. We have these trend lines. We got the RSI down on the bottom. So just continue to play with things and find a strategy that works well for you. I would highly recommend starting out with something simple like this, because simple always works well, right? If you overcomplicate it, that's when things get confusing and overwhelming. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Take care.